Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary Difficulty. Kind of a sleepy Bob, I just woke up a little while ago. Today is episode 55 of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Sinking Ships Before Work. It's about 5:30 in the morning, I've got a few hours before I have to get up, and, uh, and let's see what we got going on here. And I'm going to go try and remember what I'm even doing. And I don't remember what I'm doing. I had this big important business meeting yesterday. It turned out to be very tiring, but you know that's kind of what happens when you're discussing ideas and trying to help somebody get a new project going. And I hope it works out for him. It's an interesting idea. I think he's a little bit late to the market. I can't tell you what it is, obviously. But I think it was productive, and we discussed a lot of things, and hopefully my advice will help him improve what he's doing. So I'm gonna take a quick detour here. New Jersey's saying something important. You know, his mom's worried. Bad image. Suspects that gamers are bad and stuff like that. And um, hold on, let me type something real quick. Alright, so I want to make a quick message to all the kids out there. I know some kids watch. Now, my streams are mostly intended for adults, okay? This is why all of my YouTube videos are labeled not for kids. Partly for liability reasons, and partly just because, I tend to say naughty words, and I tend to discuss more mature topics, taxes and business and insurance and things like that. But I know there's some kids that, I know there's some kids that watch. As a child, your primary responsibility is to learn from your parents. Hopefully you have good parents that are going to do a good job teaching you. And, I will do my best to not set a bad example on the internet, but I can't promise to set a good example on the internet because, we're playing video games. We're going to say a lot of cuss words and naughty things, right? That being said, if your parents have a concern about what we're doing, have them come hang out, watch the stream, come talk to us. But my message to children, and I think, to any responsible streamer should be, listen to your parents, do well in school, learn stuff, and become a productive member of society. So that's my advice to you guys. And if your parents ever have any questions, they're welcome to talk to me. New Jersey's a little bit, I think, New Jersey, I think your English was great. I made a special exception for you and let you call me on Instagram just because I knew you wanted to talk to a native English speaker about, just practicing your English. And I thought you did great. Continue doing well in school. That being said, because you're a kid, you have to, I'm going to insist that you have to do whatever your parents say. And, I'm not a parent. I don't have any kids yet. Okay. I focus so much on work that I'm a little bit behind the curve on that. But you got to do what your parents say. And, if your mom is welcome to hang out in the stream as well. And we'll just move on. We'll just move on from there. But I am glad that I was able to help you with your English. Hey, Slav. And Slav's another kid. I think New Jersey and Slav should go hang out and talk to each other. Maybe you guys could practice your English together. Um, and from a liability standpoint, as an adult, especially in modern litigious cultures, we're going to all be very cautious of interacting with minors just because there's no upside and there's a lot of downside. We'll just put it that way. There's a lot of I don't stream for money. This isn't my job. I own a computer company and we go build cool things and fix things and stuff like that. This is just how I relax and have fun. I share it with my friends. And I try to set a positive example, not necessarily a good example, but I try to keep things positive. Let's face it, the world kind of sucks. The world's getting kind of weird, right? And my message is really more intended towards younger adults, how to be successful in life, things like that. How fast is this destroyer here? 33 knots. We're gonna hunt his ass down with my cruisers. Let's go get him. Yeah, I mean, New Jersey. Look, you're just learning. You're kind of like my friend's kid when he first started learning English. He could understand pretty well, but he had trouble speaking, and it took him a few years. My buddy had a kid. Kid grew up in Ethiopia. He speaks a bunch of different languages, and it took him a few years. So the important thing is don't get discouraged and just stay motivated. And if you focus on improving yourself, you'll eventually improve yourself. And don't try to do it all at once. Do it a little bit at a time. Just focus on making small improvements, because a bunch of small improvements turn into a big one. That being said, to all the kids out there, I'm not your dad. I don't want to be your dad. I've got my own family that I have to worry about. My brother's kids, for example. And so, I'll try to give you good advice, but I don't know anything about raising kids. I can tell you about getting educated, about business, things like that. I can give you like business advice. I'm good at that. So learn from your parents. Be a good kid. And don't worry too much about a specific goal for the future. Just continue to improve your skills and become more productive as people. Little improvements every day, and you'll eventually get there. Also, being a kid sucks. I mean, it's hard. I remember when I was a kid, and it was tough. And my life was probably a hell of a lot easier than it is nowadays. Nowadays you have all these different external pressures that I didn't have growing up when I was in the 80s and 90s. The world was a lot more normal back then. So, it's tough. These are my invasion cruisers, New Jersey. These are the cruisers that I'm mass producing to go and invade France eventually. Just pure tonnage. And they're fast enough that I can kill small boats with them. I can kill, they go 38 knots, so they're fast. They can keep up with my light cruisers. And these are going to be kind of my standard cruiser. They are pretty badass, yeah. Yaslav, maybe you need to reset the router. No, no, these cruisers, New Jersey, these are great cruisers. These are kind of like a these are kind of like my little baby version of my Marauder battleship, where I wanted a really fast attack battleship. Um, but these are cruiser sized. And then these are going to team up with my light cruisers. We're going to go kick the snot out of this ship here. Yeah, they're basically a little battleship. These are, a cruiser is basically a small capital ship that is capable of independent action, right? And so yeah, they're like a diet. They're like the Diet Coke Marauders. And look, and my Marauder build in this game did not come out very well. It did not work. My original Marauders were not successful. Usually, I build a kind of like a small pirate battleship to go and hunt down and do commerce raiding. Basically, kind of like a battle cruiser, but with heavy armor. And it did not work out. I think I built them too early on before I had the technology for it. But, these cruisers are great. They've got three triple 9.9-inch gun turrets. Why? Because they were Mark V turrets, and at the time, the 10-inch turrets weren't ready yet. To be honest, New Jersey, I woke up yesterday. I had to go do my get ready for my business meeting, and when I got home, I fell asleep. I totally forgot to check the design you sent me. I passed out. Because this isn't my job. I run a company for a living. I have to focus on work and earning money because I don't, because that's my job. I'm responsible for a bunch of people, and if I screw up as the business owner, then they have problems. My employees suffer if I screw up. So it's a lot of responsibility. Um, Slav, I own Norman Computers. And it's not even a hustle. It's the YouTube thing. I like playing games. It's relaxing to me. I grew up playing games. I suspect that I was. I suspect that I never really fully grew up. Right. I like playing video games. It's relaxing to me. And so I started streaming and doing videos, partly because I just wanted to learn the technology, because I do a lot of technology consulting, and I want to be able to give people advice on how to do this kind of stuff. And how do I sell normal? My guys build stuff. We build lots of stuff. If it's legal and it pays money, we'll build it for you. I also do engineering work. Uh, I moonlight as a patent engineer for a law firm out on the East Coast. Not so much recently, but COVID kind of slowed that down. Uh, but I've done a bunch of patent engineering stuff, and I'm originally trained as a architect and astrophysicist. And then my dad was a economics professor, so I do a lot of economic stuff and business consulting too. So, like, I can't tell you what I did yesterday specifically because I've got a non-disclosure. Yeah, I'm an out-of-work rocket scientist, basically. I specialized in microgravity design. You know, mostly commercial space stations. And so I used to do a bunch of research back in college. No, I don't do ICBMs. Let's go kill more ships. And, you know, I just like building stuff. And the reality is, after college, I couldn't really find a good job. And so but I'd run a computer business to pay for college, and I was doing pretty well with it. So I just kept on doing it. And then I got into consulting, you know, like material consulting, and, you know, a lot of times people will ask me to help them, like, hey, we want to build this thing, can you help me put together a team, or, you know. Yeah, the Kerbal Space Program looks awesome. I have not gotten into it too much. And, you know, and then the world got weird, and I just kind of hide out in Oklahoma now because I don't want to be involved in any of the crazy bullshit that's going on in the world right now. But, you know, I've traveled all over the place. My mom was an opera singer. So I've traveled all over the world to a lot of interesting countries. And I've met a lot of interesting people. And, you know, it's... You could say that right now I am taking a strategic pause in my life to kind of resolve some, resolve and regroup while before I push hard for my next venture. That is a lot of fucking ships. Alright, and we are hunting down... You know, I don't even need this many ships. I just need... How fast are you guys? Shit, What's your maximum speed? 30. Alright. So you boys... Because I don't want to deal with this whole battle fleet. You boys are going to go boldly charging on ahead and go sink whatever that is that we want to sink. And the rest of you guys can just do whatever. I don't care. I don't want to manage such a large invasion fleet. So we're just going to go chase this fool down. Yeah, battleship's gonna take care of that. Listen here, you primitive ship! Listen here, you primitive ship. You have two options. You can eat explosive shells, you can eat large shells. Oh my god, that's awesome, New Jersey. Never change. Alright, let's go wreck this guy's day. Hopefully he doesn't get a torpedo off. I don't want to... Oh, these guys are going to run into a torpedo probably. Unless he dies too quick. Oh, he's like, oh dear God, what the hell is happening to me? Alright, so he's... Alright. Well, I mean, the guy probably just accidentally stumbled into my invasion fleet. And these guys aren't even trying to invade the Soviets. I think this is the fleet that's invading China. I didn't do a good job organizing my fleets, and I don't want to spend the hours it would take to kind of sort out all my ships, so I'm kind of half-assing it, really. But your janitor job? Slav, I thought you were 11. What are you doing with a gun? Oh, you're talking about in the game. So let me give you some advice. So let me give you some advice. Always be specific when you're talking about a game. I had a friend who got sent to basically juvie, to like a juvenile mental institution, because he was talking about shooting people in a game with a shotgun, but his teacher didn't realize he was talking about a game, and so she thought that he was admitting to shooting people in real life, or that he was hallucinating or whatever. And so he ended up getting into a lot of trouble. It took a while to sort that out. So always be careful what you are. It's good to be specific. Use specific language. All right, so we just took this. Alrighty, yep, we got that. Fantastical. Alright, so I still need to take Manchuria. I probably need to take care of northeast China also. The problem is I want to be able to grab all this interior China stuff, but if I eat all the Chinese ports, then they're going to fall apart. So we've got the Liaodong Peninsula, we got northeast China, we got Weiwei and Kichu Bay. And I also don't want their economy to fall apart. Because if they economically collapse, so like right now these guys are getting fucked. And if they economically collapse, I won't be able to conquer them. But maybe I just say screw it and just grab them anyway. Because these guys are going to economically collapse soon, and then their nation's going to fall apart. Alright, so let's see what we got with the Soviets. We've got a naval invasion option up here, so we're going after southern Finland. I'm invading Lithuania. And I'm invading Latvia. And we got this convoy mission. Let's go take care of that. I think I don't know if my wasp can take him out, but we probably can. Also, guys, make sure to vote in the poll for which nation you want me to play next on Legendary. You searched for Italy and got an error 404 message. Yeah. Error 404, Italy not found. Actually, technically, I conquered most of Italy. France finished it off, and then I took the rest of Italy back from France. How fast does this guy go? He doesn't go that fast, but we're probably okay. Yeah, torpedo boat, you can follow along. We're still, well, you're really slow, aren't you? We'll try it like this. Hopefully I don't take too much damage from being slow. So these transports are armed, so I need to be a little careful with them. But anyway, yeah, I'm happy to answer most any question that I can. If you guys didn't live so far away, I'd say come on by the computer shop. You could come hang out on Mondays when we do open gaming nights. Bring your parents. And we do a bunch of events there. Everything's family friendly. We're not really doing a good job at hitting those destroyers, are we? How fast are you guys are? You're not going that fast. What's the range on your torpedoes? 4.7 kilometers, so I don't want to get too close. Let's just start kind of closing in on them. Punk. Alright, we sank his transports. We're like, yeah, we've got enough distance. All right. 4.2. He might actually try firing on us. I think, yep, he tried firing. All right, let's dodge this. Hello, torpedo. You are not going to hit me with that. And I don't particularly want to waste my torpedoes on you. Here, go hit this guy. See if... because he's trying to line up for... Well, let's turn away from... Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to detach these groups, because you are going too slow. And we're going to have you screen, and we're going to have you speed up. Yes, I'm taking too much damage. Now that being said, you're out of torpedoes. You've only got one left, so... I think we're going to switch to high explosives. Alright, so... let's cut in real sharp. Because you just blew your load, so you're out of... Nope, he still has more... That guy has... this guy has a lot of torpedoes. Look at that. Alright. But you're out. So you're out of torpedoes, so we can do kind of a... Actually, I don't really want to turn that... Yeah, you're going to box me in. Oh, I'm gonna get rammed. Look at that. Shit. Oh, we just rammed him. Alright. Crap. I switched to this guy. Alright, this is not going that well. What are you armed with that's hitting me? So you got some 4-inch guns. Yeah, I think it's time to peace out. You know what we're gonna do? Have you go aggressive on your torpedo and go fire your torpedo. There we go. Yeah, it's time to leave. Of course, we missed on that shot. Maybe we can finish this guy off. I might lose my destroyer. Oh, shit. Yeah, that Russian destroyer's kicking my ass. I was too slow and I got hurt. And this is going to be problematic. Well, yeah, he's going to dodge my torpedo too. Yeah, we're definitely going to try and leave if we can. This guy's, yeah, he's dead in the water. Alright, end battle. Yes, get the hell out of there. That was rough. Yeah, I did not do so well there. It says it's a victory because I sank their transports, I guess, but that fight did not go quite as well as I was hoping it would. But sometimes you just got to do the best you can and cut your losses before anything goes too sideways. There's a lawyer who once told me, he's a very, very successful lawyer, he said, as long as you can avoid making critical mistakes, you can survive the small mistakes, just avoid the critical mistakes. So a lot of my strategy has been trying to avoid the critical mistakes. We got 5 people watching already. That's pretty good for me. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we're invading these countries. I don't know how successful we're going to be. I probably ought to go ahead and invade northern China. I don't really want to attack these small provinces, although I could. So let's have you guys... go into the LC, because China's already getting the crap blockaded out of it, so Their economy's probably going to collapse anyway. There's probably not a lot I can do to prevent that. So we're just going to go park these ships here. And then these blockade ships, you guys don't really have any more minefields. So I may take these blockade ships and either send them back to port, or I can station them by Japan. I don't really need them in the west. Eventually I'm going to take over this stuff. You know what? We're just going to go take these... we're going to take these blockade destroyers. We're just going to park them in Vladivostok. There you go. That's a good place. So that'll be my new port for them. Alright, that's a good port. Alright. So let's check our finances. How are our transport's doing? Our transport's 133. We're recovering a little bit. It's kind of a slow decline. We're going to build more shipyard space. And I can make more... light cruisers. So we're gonna go build some more invasion ships. Yeah, and when we own most of the planet. Oh, is that's that French bullshit that I took over. Okay. I wonder if I can retrofit these guys. That might be interesting. Alright, well, let's go build more of... So these guys take 17 months to build, and these guys take 13. So we're going to go build more of you guys. And I've got about 100,000 tons that I can do. A little more than 100,000 tons. So this would put me at 530, which leaves me about 15,000 tons to play with for repairs. So we're going to do that. Boom. Because we are eventually going to need a lot of ships. Can't build any battleships yet. I still need raw tonnage for invasion ships. Yeah, the problem with battleships, they just take so long to build. And so right now I'm just spitting out just regular invasion ships just to get these guys done. You guys are gonna get built in Barcelona also, maybe. Let's see, where can I build you guys? Either or I'll build them in Splato. If I can find my... I've got so many ports. Where the heck are you guys? Here we go. We'll build you guys in Splato. Alright, there we go. So... Yeah, so right now the plan is real simple. We're just going to build a crap ton of ships. Because the enemy doesn't have battleships for me to sink, and if I do run into some battleships, I've got your 3 super battleships to take care of it for me. And so I just need about 3 million tons of ships to go park off the coast of France to go and take care of business. So now I need to figure out where am I going to invade next. So Odessa's doing fine. I've got... You guys just go park in here just in case. So I could try to start grabbing... you know what I really need to... I probably ought to attack, invade Georgia. Where are you guys attacking? Are you attacking Armenia? Doesn't quite say exactly. Now I know I've got ships coming up here, I just don't know where they're coming from. Oh, I got all... Not you. I guess I've got some ships sailing. I don't know where they are. All right, that's fine. I'll deal with it later. So I could try to launch an invasion. Southern Finland or Estonia. So we're already invading or attacking southern Finland. Estonia's up here, but Estonia, I don't know if the invasion zones will overlap. You got a lot of destroyers here. Wow. All right. So I guess we're gonna go try getting Estonia. Because if I take Estonia, that'll just block. That'll eat up all of this stuff here. Then their only ports will be in the Ukraine area. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's go for Estonia. That's 50,000 tons. And then we can take these destroyers, which I don't know why I have 34 minesweepers all in one. I guess they're just eating mines. Alright, that's fine. So we're going to take you guys. And we'll just park you right up here for now. You can go eat those mines. Alright, there we go. So that's kind of okay-ish. We got this Chinese ship here that needs to be sunk, but I don't know who can attack him. Maybe the destroyers will catch him. I've got you guys. Alright, so you guys need to go back to port and just start defending some stuff again. So let's see what we got. We got... What kind of ships are you? You got the light cruisers and the Wasp. So let's go put you guys somewhere. Oh, that's got a pretty good tonnage there. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go park you boys here. And I want you guys just hang out in here. Is Georgetown better? Yeah, you're a little bigger. You go hang out there in that port. And then these are a bunch of locusts and wasps. Try to chase him down. But these guys should be enough to secure the Caribbean. Why do I have a battleship in Jamaica? Oh, it's one of my... Oh, it's that French battleship that I captured. Oh, okay. That's 57,000 tons of battleship. Alright, well you can hang out there, and I'll use you for an invasion later on. 1 million ton shipyard. Maybe we can get there. I don't know. We could try. Alright, so let's cycle the turn and see. What time is it? It's 6:30. It's not so bad. I need to make something to eat eventually. And a lot of it is I'm just enjoying relaxing, playing games to sort of kind of reset my mind. It's gives me something to kind of think about, sort of a mental exercise. Because you want to do things that stimulate your brain. It'll help you become smarter, put off, prevent Alzheimer's probably. And then after the stream here in a little while, I'll go run some errands later today, spend some time outdoors. I mean, submarines are probably good eventually. I don't know. I haven't really put a lot of effort into submarines. China pushed me back, huh? Now, part of the problem I have right now is I've grabbed so much territory, my army logistics is only at 63%. So that's going to be a problem. The Grand Soviets and China are both at 1%, so I should be om-nom-nomming them. But they also have just a lot of... They also have a lot of... soldiers that have to be probably killed off. Let's see if we can do an invasion on northern China. So we can do northeast China, 164,000 tons. So let's go grab that if we can. And then I'll have to figure out how to get some... I don't know if it's going to be this area here or that area there. We'll figure out where. We'll figure out how to do that later. So, a single Wasp against two of their destroyers. I don't know how well it's going to do. My Wasps are really just not that good as far as destroyers go. It just didn't work out that well. But I could probably sink a transport and run away. Alright. I'm just going to relax and sink more ships. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today, though. I do have to be productive later, and I may take a nap before work, because I'm not quite awake as I thought I would be. So it's about 6:30 in the morning. And I got to do some stuff around 10. So I still have plenty of time. Alright, so we're just going to run around and just keep yeeting shells over at these destroyers until we eventually get some hits, because I don't want to... I don't want to get too close and risk problems. These guys aren't going that fast. That was a good hit. We're just going to do some hit and runs. You know, I sank his transport, so I accomplished my goal. I'd like to sink these destroyers, but it's not necessary. You know, really my light cruisers are just a lot better suited for this than the destroyers are. I don't have good firing angles on these guns either. Please turn. Don't be doing that. There we go. Now he's going awfully fast. How are you keeping up with me? Oh, you're going 32 knots. You're cruising along. Oh, so you're pretty zippy. Now I would like to be able to hit this fool. But I'm having a little bit of difficulty with that. These guys have pretty good torpedo ranges. Eh, 5 kilometers. It's not that great. Not as good as I thought. Are we gonna hit you and take you out, or are we gonna go down? I'm kind of committing more than I want to. See if I can hit him with a torpedo. No, he missed. That was a bad shot. I've got to be doing some good damage to him. I guess a little bit. It's my wake-up alarm. Except I woke up a little early today anyway. I mean, we're getting hits. Alright, so we sunk his destroyer. I don't know if I really want to go hunt down the other one because I took some damage. So I think we're going to... We sank a transport, we sank a destroyer. Let's not be greedy. We'll call it a day. That was pretty good. I'd like to grab their interior territories instead of just naval invading their outer territories, but my my army logistics is just not up to snuff. And I'm sure the French are producing all kinds of stuff that's going to make my life a living hell later when I go back to war with them in the future. But I can't really worry about that now. All I can really do is just produce enough ships that I have the tonnage I need. I've got a lot of naval invasions going on. Alright, so you guys are invading Estonia. I don't have enough tonnage there to succeed, guaranteed, but these guys will be finished next turn, and then I can go send these ships up to go take care of it. So that'll be fine. And that'll clean out all these territories. And that's doing pretty well. That's not really picking up too much steam. Alright, so this is doing well enough. That is a battleship. I kind of want to take out that battleship. Let's see if we can get into a fight with you. That'd be great if I could get into it. Is the tip clogged? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I knocked stuff over. Alright, let's see what we got here. Looks like we've got a series of battles coming up. Hopefully they'll be good battles. Because bad battles suck. France and Germany are starting to not like us so much. Alright, our Coast Guard ships are going to go take this fool out. That's good. Try cleaning it, or get another pen. I'm not sure how expensive the pen was. Usually I find if you just scribble it a bunch on a piece of paper, it'll kind of clean out the tip. But I don't know what kind of pen, it is. If it's a regular ballpoint pen, or is it something different? Alright, let's go get this guy. I'm really happy with these Coast Guard destroyers. They've done a good job. But yeah, these are pretty primitive ships that we're beating up on. It's basically just seal clubbing. Baby seal clubbing. There you go. Right on. It's hard to keep good pens. Whenever you have a good pen, people at the office try and steal them. So I keep my best pens hidden in a backpack. That way my guys can't take my favorite pen. Alright, there we go. That's a good fight. Alright, so This worked out pretty good. We'll go check on the other battles. We'll check and see how the naval invasion's coming for northern China. I really want to take the interior of China and the interior of Russia and liberate those countries. But I don't know if my army's up to the task. I really need to build a lot more transport. I just need so many more ships to fix my army logistics. And the money's not the problem. I got crap piles of money now. I just can only build ships so quickly. It's a very unique problem to have. I can only train crew so fast. I can only build transport so fast. Flex officer surf 0.7. Are you sure you're a kid? Let's go check this out. Flex officer surf. Alright, so Flex office surf 0.7. Alright, let's okay, you're right on. To be honest, I mostly just use whatever pen's sitting around, but I have a couple of nice pens. Oh, we got the fight that I was looking for. Here we go. Let's do this. My favorite pen right now is just some pen that some advertising company made for one of my customers, and they were giving out free pens, and so I took one because I needed a pen at the time, and they were happy to give it to me, and it works pretty good. So it sits on my desk and it writes real well, and I have no idea what kind of pen it is because it's got my client's logo on it. And I gotta clean my glasses. I can't see very well out of them. Let's go clean this stuff up. There we go. Much better. Probably need new glasses at some point. They're just starting to get a little scratched up. But I don't really want to go sit at the eye doctor and deal with it. Alright, so we have 4 heavy cruisers against 1 Soviet battleship. Let's get into a tight formation. And let's see what this guy has. So he has 11.3 inch guns. And looks like you're some sort of a dreadnought design. Little bit of a weird gun spacing. I don't like this C turret here. This is a questionable position for his turret. I think he would have done better having a super firing turret behind, but whatever, they're Soviets. Communists do weird things. And he's got a lot of these 8.3s. This is kind of a weird design. It's not very, I mean, it's the pitch and roll's really good. The longitudinal weight offset's kind of bad. It's got decent armor. Compared to my ships, though, I think I can take him. Honestly, his battleship's small. Hell, it's only twice the size of my cruisers. Let's go kick his ass. And it doesn't go very fast, apparently. So, yeah, I take a lot of notes because I can't remember shit. I had a bad concussion about 10 years ago in a bike accident, and that definitely didn't help my memory. Well, I don't even know if I need to close in with these guys. We're hitting pretty good. Let's keep our distance a little bit, because I don't want to take unnecessary damage. I mean, he's trying to get to me. He's like, oh crap, they've got range. Oh, those bastards and their radar. Alright, so let's go turn away, because I don't want that destroyer to fire torpedoes at me. Let's go wreck his face real quick. There we go. And let's go finish off the battleship. These are great cruisers. I am very happy with these cruisers. Look at that. They're just tearing the crap out of that battleship. Now, I don't know how well these guys are going to do against the French. The French are a lot more advanced. But these are great cruisers. I'm very satisfied with their accuracy. They seem to be punching pretty hard. Yeah, this is working out really nicely. All right, go Team Cruiser. We got their experience points. All right, that was really solid. I'm Bobtheorc, and I approve this cruiser. When I was in school, I liked those Bic 4-color pens. I could draw stuff with them with all the different colors and stuff. I wonder if I could still get... I kind of miss having those. I ought to probably get more of them. Alright. Alright, so there we go. We did good. So, my Lithuania guys are now going to go up here to take, help out with this invasion. Southern Finland is going well, so I don't have to really worry about it too much. They're good. They're attacking Belarus. So we just need you guys to go march into Moldova and Kazakhstan. I really want Kazakhstan and Siberia. Those are the two big ones. I need Manchuria. That's worth a lot. Alright, so it's slowly working out. We got a convoy here. Let's go take care of... These Coast Guards are good ships. Yeah, they were those fat pens. They weren't that fat. They're not as fat as the ones that have like the 15 colors. But, let me see if I can find an image of it. See if that link works for you. I guess it won't let. It's too big. It won't let me. Yeah, they make. Yeah, they make these really big fat pens that have like 15 colors or something. You know, they're. Oh, what you guys use centimeters in the Philippines probably. So they're probably like 3 centimeters wide. They're hard to hold. But no, those big 4-color pens are really nice. I just can't. I couldn't link you. I couldn't send you a link. Oh wait, you know I can just put it up on stream. Hold on just a minute here. Let's go pause this, and let's see if I can find Bic 4-color pen, and here we go. You know, like these. Something like this. Let's see if we can. Yeah, so these are the kinds of pens I used to use when I was your age, because I could take my notes and I could doodle with them, and so anyway, these are fun. I probably ought to buy some more, but everybody'd steal them at the office if I did. All right, let me see if I can find a picture of a 15-color pen. Let's see here. Here's a 10-color pen. So let's see here. So here's a 10-color pen right there. I don't know if you can see it yet. There's a little bit of a lag. And then I've seen them with more colors, but I can't quickly find them. But yeah, no, they make I was at some art supply store, and they had one that was like this, only had like twice as many colors. The thing was just huge. It was unwieldy to write with. Let's see if we can do a 20-color pen. No, I can't. I can't find it. I don't remember exactly what it was called. This is a long time ago at Lee's Art Supply in New York City, which I don't think they're around anymore. I think my dad says they went out of business. But there's this place called Lee's Art Supply in New York City, which had they had everything. It was great. And I used to buy a lot of my art stuff there. Yeah, the one that I was talking about was about twice the size of the 10-color one. It was just really big and thick, and you could hardly hold it. It was just some sort of, it's like a gag pen. All right, you guys have guns? Yeah, you have guns. All right, so we're just gonna kind of chill out, and oh, you've got a cruiser in here. All right, well, we'll get to that cruiser eventually. Also, we're just gonna kind of sail around the outskirts and just take you boys down with my little pirate ships. Yeah, I mean, the 4-color pen was good enough for me. You know, red, blue, green, and black. I've got a lot of sketches in my old middle school and high school notebooks from pens like that. And then some whiteout and a highlighter, and you could do some pretty good artwork. Is this the Lego mech you were building? You need to make a video showing it off, or post a picture sometime. Maybe I'll do a Lego video one of these days if I can go find some of the Lego stuff that I built as a kid. Right now I've got a lot of that stuff just all put away. Oh yeah, you're getting tore up. You're getting tore up. I didn't make mechs so much. I used to build some Transformers, some Lego Transformers. I always like building spaceships and buildings. I've got a really great Lego building of a brownstone, a New York brownstone that I built when I was a kid. But it's in New York at the apartment. I don't have it with me here in Oklahoma. Yeah, go make a video showing off your Legos. I love Legos. I'd totally watch that. Mm. Alright, so that worked out pretty well. Yeah, I've got a lot of video I need to post from my recent trip to Istanbul. I just haven't had the time to put them up and edit and get that all sorted out. Just been so tired lately. The nice thing about video games, I can sit in the chair and not think too hard and just relax. Alright, so let's go figure out where we going in northern China. We're invading right here. Alright, so need 164,000 tons. So let's go send you guys in. 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 We're gonna invade the crap out of them. And so that's doing really well. So they're gonna get taken over soon. I mean, I could just keep alternate invading these places until I just grab all the Chinese stuff. But then I wouldn't be able to take the interior. And I can probably... How many ships do they have? They don't have a lot of ships anymore. And the Soviets are kind of screwed too. All right, so I can invade the Soviets. So probably I'm going to invade southern Finland just to knock that out. Or I can invade Georgia. I mean, Georgia's down here. But I can do all that later. I think what I want to do, we're going to invade southern Finland and just finish up all this area here. Southern Finland. Alright, so that'll take care of this. And then these guys will be done in a couple turns. Alright, so that'll take care of all the Soviet stuff here. Then the only place they can deploy ships from is in the Black Sea, which I can blockade them at the Dardanelles, and then they can't get their stuff out. That's a lot of light cruisers there. Are these my modern... How many tons is this stuff? This is 187,000 tons. Jesus. Alright, so... I'm gonna go park these guys right here, and so the Soviets aren't doing squat now. Alright. We got this going on. What are you? You are a bunch of battleships. Now at some point I gotta get all these guys back over to France so I can invade France, but I've got a little time on that. Welcome back, New Jersey. I don't think I'm going to try and invade France this episode. I'd like to be able to grab up all this stuff here, but that's going to be a little tricky. So we'll cycle the turn, and then instead of see, this is the big dilemma here. On one hand, I don't want to just naval invade all of China because it's taken up time that I could be devoted to France. And I want to give the army a chance to go and take the interior of China. On the other hand, I don't want China to economically collapse, and then I lose out on capturing all their territory. So that's sort of the dilemma that I've got to consider. Probably the smart thing would be just to knock them out of the war and move on to, move on. But we're not always smart here. That is a single destroyer against all of my minesweepers. I'm going to auto-resolve this because these minesweepers are probably not going to be great at fighting. Well, how fast? You're 33 knots. We're going to auto-resolve this. I really don't want to lose any minesweepers, but I also don't want to waste a lot of time either. And we'll see how this goes. All right. That worked out pretty good. Alright, so these are my new cruisers. Alright, let's go. We're going to go fight this guy. He's going to get kind of screwed. And then here, maybe in a little while, I'm kind of actually getting a little tired again. Maybe I'm going to sleep a little bit more before work. Today's not going to be a hard day or anything. Technically, today's my day off, but since I had that meeting yesterday, I'm gonna go get some work done today just to get caught up, because that meeting ate all my time. Alrighty. Come on, game. Load up. I'm ready to fight. Gabe's probably pissed off that I have this flotilla of cruisers. There we go. Time for fight. Oh, Jesus. Look at all this stuff. Alright. Well, that's a lot of cruisers. Alright, let's do this. Let's make, you know, I kind of want a tighter formation. Chinese going to see this flotilla of cruisers go, aw, crap. That is a hell of a battle. That is a battle line. What's this cruiser doing? He's like, oh, screw this. Yeah, he is running. Let's go angle in a little bit more, try and catch him. How fast? He's going 16, so we're going double his speed. We're going to catch him. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got like an older style cruiser, probably like a Cruiser 2 or Cruiser 3 or something. Pretty good. So he's only a 4,000 ton cruiser. This guy's a 4,000 ton cruiser. This is like a Cruiser 1. Oh! Oh, that was a hit. Yeah, this is a conga line of death. Oh. Oh, oh, he's done. That wasn't good for him. That definitely voided his insurance. Alright, let's see if we get this game to load faster. Come on, buddy, load up. Got places to go and ships to sink. There we go. Alright, so I didn't lose any transport, so that's good. Alright. So it looks like I need to let's move you guys over here. And we're going to move you guys into here. We can cover both naval invasion zones. Alright. And this is going well. That'll cover all that. Looks like we're attacking southern. I really wish you'd go after Moldova instead, but whatever. So that's going well. That's going well. That's not going... Tibet's being hard to conquer. We got 100% on there. These guys are freed up. So, here is the dilemma. I could try and just knock China out. But France is going to be doing something coming up. Let's check my transports. We're at 135, so I'm rebuilding my transports. This is going to go slow. It's going to take me... probably about 80 turns to get my transports up to 100%. Which... that's going to be... that's going to be like 8 years at this rate. So we are never going to get back up to full transport capacity, which means I'm probably never going to have a solid army logistics ever again. It's just going to take, yeah, I mean, it's going to take too long. So I think what we have to do is we need to knock out France before they become too much of a pain in the ass. Now, France only has 2 active ships. They're definitely having some trouble. Let's go increase the tension, and let's start bringing our boys home. So, like this battle fleet here, that's 300,000 tons almost. Let's start stacking up against France, because this existing fleet here, I've got 700,000 tons in here. That's enough to just conquer the shit out of all this. So let's start bringing our boys home. That's going to take a few turns. And we are going to start parking dudes off the coast of western France. How beat up is this fleet? That's going to take you guys a while to get there too. But these guys aren't hurt, so they're in good shape. That's going to take a while to get home. Now, eventually I'll need them to take out Japan, but we got to knock out France first, because France is our primary objective. And these guys... it's 187,000 tons. I don't really need these guys over here, because I've got 300,000 tons in Crimea, or in Russia. So this is 69,000 plus another 60. So these two guys right here is enough. And I don't think Russia's going to economically collapse anytime soon. Let's find out. Let's see here. China's getting screwed. Well, the Soviets are getting screwed too. Oh shit. Oh crap. Check this out. The Soviets' GDP is negative $66 billion. They're at negative GDP. Holy crap. They're going to fall apart. These guys are going to fall apart quick. These guys are going to fall apart really quick. So I am going to have to actually take them out. Because I think they're going to collapse soon. Let's see here. Southern Russia's worth almost 8 billion. It's about 3 billion. Another billion. So maybe I do need to just knock these guys. I really want to take Siberia and all that. I could try to unblockade them. Well, they're not being... yeah, they're being blockaded. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to... I could try to move these guys out and unblockade them. But... man, how are they... oh, it's because they're building 25 ships. They're building a lot and they can't... no, that's not it. How much money do they have on? They don't have... they're screwed. They're really screwed is what's going on. They are screwed. Alright, well, we're just going to go cycle a turn and we'll see what happens. But I think the Soviets are fucked. We may just have to grab up everything we can before they collapse. Yeah, watch out for massive debt. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate between provoking France and invading the Soviets. I'll probably take Crimea. Auto-resolve that. Now, it could be that after the Navy guy gets fired, after the Admiral gets fired, maybe they'll sort themselves out. We'll see. All right. These are all my minesweepers. We'll just auto-resolve this, because I don't... even if I lose some minesweepers, I'm not really that worried about it. And I've got so damn many of them. The game should do it in my favor. Alright. That's fine. These are my awesome cruisers. Let's go hunt down your... I want to do this one manually. I like these cruisers, and they're fast. And I don't want to risk cruisers taking damage from a destroyer. Yeah, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait that long to finish off France. But Slav, you are exactly correct. All right, so let's go hunt this guy down. Probably use high explosives on the large guns. What's this destroyer doing? He's going, oh, I don't want any of this. Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble, destroyer. Big Daddy Cruiser's coming to get you. Yeah, there we go. Alright. That took care of that real quick. Ah. All right, so we got Latvia. That's good. All right, how are we doing on our transports? We're at 133. We're at 135. All right, we're getting there. Economy's growing slowly, but we're conquering a lot of stuff. Yeah, these guys are having a lot of problems. I think both these countries are going to collapse soon. They're definitely going to collapse soon. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do, as much as I would like, I'd really want to finish taking you guys out. I mean, we're going to get Estonia. We're going to get southern Finland. Belarus is progressing okay. Southern Russia's progressing okay. We're going to get probably Armenia's looks like that's where we're attacking. Afghanistan, we're going to take that. My land invasions in China aren't going very well, but I'm just going to kind of ignore those for now. Let's go take out your cruisers. What I probably ought to do is probably ought to stop. Hey, Captain. I probably ought to stop sinking Chinese ships for a while and just keep them blockaded in their ports. Because I'm destroying their economy too quick. And I need to maintain the wartime economy, because if I go to peace, then I'll start losing money. I won't be able to maintain my giant fleet. Stealth is quitting UAD? And he was I was watching one of his videos the other day, or I guess this morning, or yesterday morning rather, some gunboat game that looked kind of cool. Alright, let's go get these guys. The Spanish campaign broke him, really? What happened? And now I definitely want to know what happened. Let's go just light all these guys up. Yeah, that seems about right. That's my big fear with Spain also. What year did he begin? Because I haven't watched it yet. 1900. Okay. I mean, I like starting in 1890, so I have the maximum amount of time to take over the world. But yeah, protecting transports is going to be a real bitch. I've been thinking a lot about. Ooh, fuck! I didn't want to get hit like that. Yeah, I mean maybe. I don't know. I like 1890 starts. But it is a slow beginning. Um, but I mean, Stealth gets a shit pile of views, whereas I get like 25 to 50 views for my streams. So it's not, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how YouTube calculates it. It could be the same 5 people just coming and leaving and coming and leaving. Well, also, the rubbish years are when you can make a lot of progress, build up your transport capacity, build up your economy. I mean, I think you need a good, strong opening. But no, Stealth is correct. Protecting the transport capacity is going to be the biggest challenge for Spain. And I've been thinking about how I would do that, because right now, in the poll that I'm doing, it looks like Spain's a little bit in the lead over China. I don't think anybody wants me to play Russia yet. Uh, and I'm starting to think that I'd have to really just take out England early on. Yeah, yes, yeah. Stealth makes a living doing it. Um, I don't think I'll ever make a living doing streaming because I like video games too much and I don't want it to become a job. All right, so here's the big dilemma. Do I start taking out Russia before it collapses on its own, because I don't want to lose out on the territory? I mean, Russia and China are both fucked. They're both fucking fucked. And my concern is if I don't take their ports, they're gonna. I don't want the country to collapse and dissolve before I have a chance to conquer them. On the other hand, I have a shit pile of naval funds, and I could probably get into a war with France before that happens. Um, the new MP. Oh, the multiplayer. Um, I never expected multiplayer from this. Co-op game would be kind of cool, but uh, what I really like about the single player version, I like being able to pause and stop and go take it at my own pace. And multiplayer would be a little too intense for that, I think. So I think what I need to do is I need to get the majority of my fleet back to France and pick a fight with France. Because I can slowly nom nom. You know, I'll take out China here. I can grab these little provinces. It'd suck if I lose out on them. But I think we have to keep the eye on the prize, which is take out France. And I want to have some time to conquer these internal territories, and I just don't know if... I may just back off and leave China alone. On the other hand, I could just grab, what, 1, 2... They've got 3 places that I could grab. 1.4, it'd be 2.6-ish. It'd be about $4 billion that I could grab if I take those territories, and maybe it's worth it just to close the back door completely. On the other hand, maybe these guys, if they do collapse, they'll reconstitute themselves. It's probably worth taking Crimea. In southern Russia, I'm already invading southern Russia. Because I don't want to cause the countries to collapse yet until after I'm nuking France. So... I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go take... It'd be 86,000 tons to take Crimea, and I don't have... I've got 300,000 tons in here, so I could probably take Crimea. We're invading southern Russia right now. I mean, the Soviets are going to collapse. They're not going to be able to sustain that. So, alright, we're going to invade Crimea. And on the Chinese side of things, I think I'm going to start bringing my fleets home. Because I need to get that tonnage to take out France. Yeah, because I've got enough ships here that I can do something. I can take... China's not worth that much. Alright, so we're going to grab you guys, and let's just start... This is going to take a while for these guys to get home. So we're just going to start parking you guys off the coast of France. That'll create some tension, piss them off. Get these battleships home. And then I've got enough tonnage with this invasion fleet that I can deal with whatever's left. I think that's what we're going to do. I mean, eventually I'll need these guys here to deal with Germany, but... I mean, I would love a co-op game. I would love to be able to, like, run my light cruisers around while I had a teammate controlling the battleships, for example. But regarding Stealth's problem with Spain, we need to think of a good strategy to win with Spain. So I'm kind of leaning towards doing it. I mean, you could win by taking out isolated countries, maybe, but then once you have to fight the big boys... Yeah, you could do that too. I was talking about co-op in battles, but yeah. Operation Amigos. What did Brother Monroe do? And was he able to be... Was he successful with it? Oh, it's a storm. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. He's coming towards me still. Alright, whatever. What was the strategy? Alright, there we go. That worked. Yeah, that makes sense. And what did stealth do? Did he just expand too quickly? So basically it sounds like stealth just overstretched himself. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go respond to a message. Alright, what do we got here? Park you guys here like that. Alright, so that should take care of that. Got a convoy that I don't really care that much about. I don't really care that much about it. Alright, so where do we... So that's just not going well. We're doing really well against the Soviets as far as invading. They're invading northern China, but that doesn't matter because we're going to be... Or northeast China, because we're going to take that. We're going to take that. So it's really just a matter of getting my ships home. I've got 400,000 tons in here already. How are my transports? My transports are doing okay. We're getting those guys built. Man, it's still going to be a while before I have enough to take France. Yeah, I think, yeah, you need at least one battleship fleet to take out enemy capital ships. Because the UK is hard to deal with. Alright, so... I kind of want to make some breakfast. I'm a little bit hungry. I don't know if I'm going to do another, if I'm going to play some more or not today. Because I have some work I got to do and catch up on stuff. I don't really want to sink this convoy. There's just not... Well, I probably ought to. Yeah, we'll go sink these guys. Screw it. Yeah, Spain's going to be really tough just because they're so spread out. I mean, you basically have 3 zones you have to deal with. You've got your Caribbean, you've got the Spanish mainland, and then you've got the Philippines. And you really can't expand beyond that until after you've secured your holdings. At least that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. And I think your biggest problems are going to be Britain and Spain. Or Britain and France. You know, if you're Spain, Britain and France are going to be the biggest problems. Because France can land invasion your ass, so you really don't want to deal with France early on until you're stronger. And Britain's going to be just a problem because they're big, and if you don't knock England out early, they're going to be a real pain in the ass later on. Kind of like how France is for me right now. So I think if I were to play Spain, I think what I'd probably do is I would have to, early in the game, build up my army logistics, fight with England to grab the Caribbean colonies, because I'll be there anyway. And then I'd have to really naval invade and land invade. If I can get a big army logistics early on, then I think I would just go to war with France as soon as I have the army logistics advantage, just to take them out early. And I wouldn't even mess with Africa. I wouldn't fuck with Africa at all, or Asia, until after I neutered England and Spain. or England and France. I'm sorry. I'm thinking more about breakfast than I am about the game. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is... I'm probably going to go log off here in a minute and make some breakfast. And maybe I'll get back on, maybe I won't. I've got a little bit of time before work. But I also have some stuff I need to do, so I'll kind of think about what I do that. Yeah, no, I'd keep France happy, I'd island hop, and you gotta make the US happy early on, I think. Because you don't want to get into a fight with them and waste a lot of resources. And I think that... you don't... I wouldn't necessarily try to expand my territory until after I neuter England and France. Let's go increase tension with France. And I think after I... And I could try to take out... Well, China just doesn't have enough ships, and nobody's really going after my fleets right, or my transports right now. Alright. Yeah, I think it's a good place to stop. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go make some breakfast, and maybe I'll be on a little bit later this morning. Otherwise, I'll be on this evening. So, guys, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys definitely this evening. And we'll see from there. Maybe I'll be back this morning. We'll see. So, I will catch everybody later. Thank you, and goodbye.